All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy reading. This is Mercury, one of my favorite planets, as you all know. Least favorite here on the channel for some reason, but I love it. Mercury moving into Pisces. What does it mean? What is it? This is one of those readings that nobody's probably going to give except me, because I don't care about views or anything like that. I don't really care. It's an aspect of Mercury and Pisces that's shining through in the energy here. It's just not good for rainbows and unicorns. Mercury and Pisces it can be very intuitive. It can be a wonderful energy, but Mercury is what they often say is debilitated in Pisces. And that is what's being accented here. In other words, it can be very sensitive. So the way the energy is playing out here, and what is probably isn't a more popular rainbow unicorn view, is the aspect of Mercury and Pisces that's playing out when it mixes with the surrounding energies is one of people will offend easily or be offended easily. Okay? So it sort of ties a little bit with what I talked about in a recent energy weather update. Okay? Where it's a little touchy-feely. It's a little sensitive. People are a little touchy. Okay? And that's basically what it is. There's a lot of misunderstanding that may happen. All right? Often people with Mercury and Pisces, for example, taking it on that route, are misunderstood. And they're used to it. They're perfectly used to it. But again, it plays out more as people might misunderstand and they might get offended. So somebody here, and I've got the incoming energy here, I'll explain it a little better as we go. It's an energy where, again, the sensitive side of it is showing through. Mercury feels weak when it's in Pisces. All right, it feels it's coming from a rebel stage from when it was in Aquarius to a position of what the energy sort of deems as weakness. All right, so keep that in mind. It can play on people's paranoia too. It can. It's just the way this aspect of it. This isn't how it is all the time when Mercury is in Pisces, but this aspect of it is shining through with the surrounding energies. We always have to take things in context. You can't just take an energy and go, "Oh, this is what this means." You have to look at what it means and aspects of it around everything that's going on around it. So that's what's happening here. Let's talk about this pre-shuffle. It's a general reading and may or may not resonate with you. But if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. You might want to be careful with this energy. You might offend some people and you yourself might be easily offended in it. Okay? So just keep that in mind. If you know it, you can head it off at the pass. This is the incoming energy. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. I've got the Six of Cups crossed by the Seven of Wands. Defensive, right? Defensive. The Seven of Wands. Somebody's defensive about what happened, their past, the things they don't want to think about. Somebody's hiding something maybe, and they're defensive about that. And any little thing, whatever, might set them off. Underneath that, the Queen of Cups. They're defensive about their feelings. They're holding on to a lot of feelings, I think, for you. This is your reading. But just in general, they're defensive about their feelings. Defensive about this whole soulmate thing. Defensive about running. Don't even mention that. All right, kind of a thing like that. And I talked about it in a recent energy weather update. I said, things they don't want to hear about. Things that come up. People will offend very easily. They're going to pretend, fakey McFakerman, that everything's fine. Okay? They're going to pretend, they're going to lie maybe, put up walls of pretense, right? Whenever these feelings hit, because they're defensive about it, they might lie to themselves about it, and that's not a good thing. You're getting this reading, you know about this energy, they don't. It's going to cause a tower. They're going to say some shit. They're going to offend some people. They're going to be offended and then fight back. Sometimes when we're offended, we say, yeah, well, fuck you, and it starts a whole tit-for-tat argument, right? All that's going to do is create a stalemate. And that's sort of what's happening here with this energy. It's a bit of a stalemate before we can actually get real and go down Four Wands path. The Two of Swords is bookending the Six of Cups, along with defensiveness here. It is. I know a lot of other people are going to pull on this for you. And you're going to get even some of the horoscope sites, the ones that don't do it right, that don't look at surrounding energies and take things in context, are going to get it wrong. They're going to give you all the, oh, Mercury in Pisces, very intuitive, tends to live life by their intuition and feel their way around. Yeah, all of that is true. But there's other aspects of it too. And those other aspects are what are really shining through with the surrounding energies. So we got to be real. You know, we got to look at the energy. If we're going to study the energy and study the soulmate cycle together, we got to do it for real. We got to look at the context. So that's what we're doing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It may, as I've said a lot recently, it may work to your advantage. Because if somebody's married or in a relationship, they're going to get offended, they're going to get mad. There should be some fighting at the very least. You know, maybe they wake the fuck up. I don't know. We haven't pulled the reading yet. I'm just giving you the surface energy of it all. All right. This first card out's before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? That debilitated energy, that Mercury feels, it's often said, feels debilitated in Pisces. That energy may really, really set someone off who feels trapped. Okay? I will say that on the positive. Why we're here, the card before the cut, the Five of Pentacles. Right? That's why I said that. Exactly what I just said. It's a missing out energy. And somebody might cost themselves some things by getting a little lippy, by getting a little offended, by taking things the wrong way. It's not a good energy to make investments in if that's something you do. Okay, you do what you want, make your own decisions, but it's not a good energy to do that in. All right, just saying. All right, just saying. What comes after the cut? Two of Swords again. Again, somebody feels stuck, and that's come up. That has come up in a recent reading where somebody feels stuck and they want to get unstuck here. This is very interesting. Crossroads energy on that, also with the stalemate energy there as well. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do this. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Mercury in Pisces. It's very interesting. Especially interesting because it leads us into the other big energy, which is the full moon in Virgo, which is coming up. Very practical full moon. Very, very interesting energy. I haven't quite analyzed it fully yet. It's not close enough. But I will. I'll give you a read on that. That'll be interesting how that blends. Some of, however, that'll blend will show up in this reading, obviously, because we're pulling on the transit of Mercury through Pisces here. Give me a reading, universe. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Mercury in Pisces. All right? The overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is the Empress. And what's fueling the Empress? The Five of Cups. And that spells, right, this is your energy. Okay, on one side, it's your energy. All right, that spells, these two spell the missing out from the Five of Pentacles. Somebody feels trapped. Somebody might want to try something. Somebody thinking about it with the Two of Swords, that's for sure. But interestingly enough, this also applies to their energy. Their feminine energy is going to be coming up here with Mercury in Pisces. And when it does, it's going to bring with it a lot of sadness and regret. You know, a lot of saying to themselves, what was I thinking? Sort of a thing like that. Okay? So let's go. Our readings right here on top, on the flip. Right here's the energy around your connection during the transit of Mercury through Pisces. Right here is the 3D energies around this person, their real life. Right here's the soul, their soul. Right here's the hidden energy, message from the universe, read with the energy of your connection. And right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything and throw some universe cards at the end, and I would dare to say, bet your sweet asses there's going to be a link for it extended in the description. I think we're going to need it. Energy around your connection. I cannot even imagine what this card is. Let's just find out. The fucking devil. The goat with its feet on fire. Yep. Your connection is a bone of contention. As their feminine energy comes up, right? We have both masculine and feminine within us. Way out of balance on the feminine side for a change, temporarily, I'm sure. As that comes up and that sets in, your connection is a bone of contention for them. What that means is they can't stop thinking about it. It's like an obsession energy around that. But they may try, as we saw with the Queen of Wands and the pre-shuffle, they may try to villainize it a little bit. In other words, just put it, oh, it's nothing. It was nothing, kind of a thing. It's going to eat at them. Now, I say that, I'm literal when I say it's going to eat at them. This is a goat. Goats eat anything. You leave it alone with your car, you will not have a car. They will eat anything. They'll eat your seats in the car, the steering wheel, all of it. It's going to eat at them. All right? Like a goat left alone at home. Oh, don't do that. All right. 3D energies around this person. Yeah. Knight of Swords. Somebody here is yappy. They're saying a lot of things that are creating a lot of change, and some of it's, I think, unintended, as there's devil energy attached here. Okay? They're saying a lot of, what did I tell you? We offend easily, and we get offended easily. You might offend other people, they might offend other people are definitely going to offend them, and you might offend easily with other people as well. Someone might say something, this is the type of energy where someone might innocently say, oh, I love that dress, it's really nice, with that color there, and you're stuck on it like that. Well, what do you mean by that? What do you mean that color? You don't like the color? Well, no, I didn't say that. You know, it's like that kind of energy. People very defensive. Jump to conclusions, misunderstand. That's the aspect of Mercury and Pisces that's shining through within the context of the other energies around it. All right? It's unfortunate that it's not always the case, but this might work to your advantage. Somebody here is saying things that can't be taken back. Okay? The Knight of Swords brings a message of change. That's one way to say it. But another way to say it in this context is somebody saying things that can't be taken back. All right? Maybe to you, maybe. I don't think necessarily to you. I think to what's going on in their life, to people in their life, okay? The connection here is an obsession. It's driving them batshit crazy. It's eating at them, as I said. Their soul is here. It bookends, it's red with the devil. Yeah, the death card. There's massive transformation happening here. Somebody's a little oversensitive. I'm going to just paraphrase the energy. I'm not going to give you a car analogy here. I was going to, but I'm not. Somebody here is a little oversensitive. Okay? The feminine energy is riding high. Okay? A little too high, a little out of balance. They're not used to it. Might make them feel a little foggy-headed, a little dizzy. Some of you might get a little foggy-headed and dizzy in this energy. All right? I mean, see a doctor if you think you need to, but it should just be, for most of you, about the energy. Of course, you know, do what you want to do. Yeah, somebody a little oversensitive here. Your connection is there's a lot of karmic debt coming due, soul contract coming due, things like that. Your connection is causing massive transformation in this person, and the words in their life are coming out, and they can't be taken back. What's the universe want to tell us? The hidden energy here. It's red with the devil. It should be interesting. This guarantees an extended. I mean, death card and devil with the emperor. I mean, I got to go fucking deep on this. What is the universe talking about here? Tell me. What do you want to tell me? Hidden energy. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they really want it. They really want this. Right? Really want this. They don't know how to get it. And they're behaving almost like a child that wants a toy. Right? And you say, no, you can't have the toy. And they throw some kind of tantrum, right? Some kind of tantrum sort of a thing. Yeah. I said it the other day, I think in the energy weather update, I said something about, I think it was around a 5 of Pentacles. I said something about, I'm taking my toys and going home. That kind of sort of action kind of, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, they really want this. This is obsession on crack here, okay? It's eating at them. It's gnawing at them like a fucking goat eating your couch. Potential final outcome of all, it's red with the Knight of Swords. So the potential final outcome of all this and all these things that can't be taken back, it's perfect. It's there. I took a peek. Remember what I said about the card before the cut, the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, there it is. It's the 5 of Pentacles. Things that can't be, I mean, it's just backing up my energy read. Sometimes we take a loss. When you say things that can't be taken back, you lose a friend, you lose a spouse, you lose something. This may apply to you as well. I got a color match here. And color is reading energy, you know. There we go. Feminine energy is high. Somebody here saying things that can't be taken back. On their side in particular, I don't really get a lot of direct communication with you here. Might be. Might result in it. They might have to, because by the time they get done yapping, might being offended and fighting back and saying things they can't take back, you may be the only person they have left to talk to. But don't be surprised if they say things they can't take back to you if they come in. All right, let's go. Let's clarify with the light seer. And here's the high priestess at the bottom. Yeah, it's a flowy one too. There's a lot that's been swept under the carpet that's coming out here. All right. Let's pull on the devil. Let's do it. Why is the devil here? Let's go deeper. Deeper, 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 deeper. The energy of your connection. Gnawing at them. It's an easy way to phrase it. It's a homespun way to phrase the energy, but it's pretty accurate. Oh yeah. Causing great change. Great change. Things they can't take back. The final outcome of these words they can't take back is them left out in the cold somewhere in their life. This is not about you. This is about somebody changing their life here through maybe a great misunderstanding on their part or words they never meant to say. That's possible. Well, we offend very easily in this energy. Why is the devil here? There's a lot of healing here. Like I said in that energy weather update, there's a lot of healing. Why is the devil here? Come on, I don't want to shuffle all day. I don't have all day. I got somewhere to be later. What's going on? It's crossing the, which is rare. It's crossing the Six of Pentacles. Or it's crossed by the Six of Pentacles, I should say. Yeah, they really want to give to this. They really do. It's just, it's gnawing at them, and they don't want to talk about how they ran, whatever. So in other words, let's just use an example of a runner. Okay, I have to try to explain this energy. Somebody runs from you. They're ashamed that they did that, right? They're ashamed that they never banged the Empress, shall we say, all right? They don't want to talk about that, but they know that if they come in and talk to you, that they're going to have to talk about it. They're going to have to explain it, and that upsets them. That pisses them off. They want to push that under the carpet. So that frustration translates into their 3D world, where, again, any little thing you say to them, they're offended. And they come back and fight. And again, saying things they can't take back. So that's what this energy means there with just the Six of Pentacles crossing. What's on top? The King of Swords. Yeah. They don't want to talk about the truth. There's a truth here. And again, it's gnawing at them, but they don't want to face it in this energy. They don't want to look at it. They want to push it back. Why is the King of Swords here? Yeah. See? Now, I pull this card. Some of you might have been watching. You think you know how to read cards, and that's fine. Good for you. I don't think I know how to read cards. I just read energy. The cards are just pictures. You say, well, the King of Swords, I wouldn't read it like that, Steve. I would say somebody's coming to speak the truth. Would you? Really? Well, that's not what the energy reflecting off it says. It's a truth that, again, like I said, they don't want to face it. They know that there's a frustration here that's gnawing at them. It's eating at them. Why is the King of Swords here? 8 of Pentacles. Distracting themselves from the truth. It's a distraction aspect energy of the 8 of Pentacles. So yeah, it's everything I said, and probably more. Why is the Knight of Swords here? You have to look at the big picture. You have to take things in context. You can't pull readings in a bubble. I know a lot of you pull readings. You can't pull them in a bubble. You need context. Keep that in mind. You got to know about the surrounding energies, long cycles, short cycles, things like that. Otherwise, the reading's not accurate. I mean, I could easily take this reading and sugarcoat it into something that would get 40,000 views. I guarantee it. I put the right title on it, no problem. But that would be a lie, and I'd catch karma for that. A lot of people are going to miss this aspect of the energy. Mercury in Pisces, usually a very spiritual, kind of thing. Yeah, it is. It's a very intuitive energy. We had the High Priestess at the bottom of this deck when I picked it up. Yeah, your intuitions will be very strong, sure, but it's the aspect of again of offending easily, being overly sensitive. Okay, that's all. Mercury doesn't really like being in Pisces. It feels weak in Pisces. It doesn't like it. It's not one of the signs it likes. Why is the per se? Why is the Knight of Swords here? It feels debilitated, and that debilitated feeling is coming through. That's the aspect that's shining through. I cannot shuffle anymore here. Come on. Why is it here? Yes, justice. Yeah. Somebody feels like the things they're saying that is exactly what I wanted to, how I wanted to phrase it. Somebody feels like that the things they're saying that are creating things, words they can't take back, are just. They're just. Again, we offend easily, and when we get offended, sometimes we fight back, and the surrounding energies are causing that to happen. Okay, the surrounding energies are going to stand up for themselves. This energy, it's going to get offended. So somebody feels like it's righteous, it's just, they're getting justice by saying it. And the reality is the universe is like, they're actually saying things they can't take back. They're leaving themselves out in the cold here big time. I mean, you might not want, I know it's not great for ratings, but I don't care about views. I'm just going to say this. You might not want to hear from this person during the transit of Mercury, this particular transit of Mercury in Pisces. Because they may say some shit to you that they can't take back, that they feel justice. Well, I ran from you. Yeah, well, you know, and they make up something you did. It's blame shifting type energy, right? What's going on top here? Two of Cups. Yeah. They feel like what they're saying in the moment makes sense to them. They do. I feel like for some of you, because I know in advance that this energy is red with what I throw on top of this, you might hear from them. It's possible. We'll see what lands here. But also in this context, this Two of Cups, it's a balanced energy. It's a balanced energy. You can see almost the 2 cups right there. Again, saying the same thing. Somebody feels like that they're doing the right thing in the moment, but it's not only that we offend easily, there's misunderstanding. We misunderstood. But it's too late once these words come out, right? You called me. There's a lot of truth in this because there's a lot of heart chakra in play. It's like I told you in the energy weather update the other day. So somebody might offend you. They might say something they regret saying, right? Or this person may say something they regret saying, but it was the truth. So, you know, it's a little hard to call someone ugly and say you actually hate them and you're the worst friend I ever had, and then say later, I didn't, you know, I'm sorry about that. I just don't pay any attention to me. No, that was the truth, motherfucker. You can't, these are words that can't be taken back. They end with you outside. Get out my fucking house then, right? Why is the 2 of Cups here? 10 of Cups. Yeah, they in la la land. They in their own little world, right? They think that they're going to get happy by saying these things. Spoiler alert. This is red with these. They do not. Okay, Death card. Now, you're getting all this information about this energy. You know all this in advance, so you can check yourself, right? Stop yourself. It's the perfect reading. I mean, this reading, I didn't think of it during the energetic weather update recently, but yeah, this is part of the energy that's causing all of this, for sure. You know, that's causing what I was talking about in that reading. What's going on here? Death card. Death card in the soul. Somebody in La La Land. I mean, La La Land about you, for sure. On one level, I'll give you a positive. Energy's always in layers. Somebody's dreaming about you big time. Of course they are. You're eating at them. There's karmic debt showing up. And they're defensive towards it. The 6 of Cups in the pre-shuffle told us about past things coming back, karma coming back for this person or this energy, whoever it belongs to. And it was crossed by the 7 of Wands. They're very defensive towards it all. Yeah, absolutely. But it's causing that defensiveness almost like a kickback on a shotgun, right? You know, when you pull the trigger, it kicks back on your shoulder a little bit. The kick is coming back in there, and it's coming out in their real life. And the end result is that. 10, Death card. It's probably tied to the 10 of Cups. I almost Freudian slipped. Why's the Death card here? This is powerful. You guys, this is a real deal. You know, these are the kind of readings I like. I like these readings because, you know, this is challenging energy. This is cool shit. It's caused by the Death card. I mean, it is unreal. I mean, we're talking about a massive rebuild. I'm going to give you a car analogy. This isn't taking your car to the shop for a tune-up. This is taking your car to the shop and they do a total rebuild on your engine. It's there for a week. They take every little piece apart and put in all new pieces and put it back together again. This is wild what's happening here. I have to say this because the death card caused by the death card is blending its red with the devil energy here. There's a lot of destiny happening here. I don't have a star card on the table, but I don't need one. What's on top? The Three of Wands. Yep. Everybody here is just about ready to surf. All right. The soul is lit. Somebody feels like they're driving while their car is in the shop. Their soul is in the shop. It's being reworked. Every time they think about your connection and try to push it away, your connection gets stronger. Every time they try to push this truth away and distract themselves from it, this truth gets clearer and clearer and clearer. This goat is gnawing at them. Okay? The problem is they're trying to drive over here while the car's in the shop. You can't. You don't have a car. There's not a lot of soul in these words that are coming out of their mouth. All right? But this is very soon here. Somebody's about to change something. Why's the Three of Wands here? Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. See? Our final outcome, if you watch my readings from time to time, our final outcome often ties with one of the cards in the soul. It's very important when that happens. And so usually this position for some reason, or a lot of times it is. The Five of Pentacles here. This is almost, I said there's destiny here. It has a feel to it, right? This is almost supposed to happen this way. They're supposed to say these words. They're supposed to be in this haze of feeling like it's righteous. They're supposed to be left out in the cold. It's a key element to their soul waking the fuck up. It's part of the karmic debt that they're having to pay, which was a fear of being vulnerable primarily. That's the way it still feels. Okay? All right. Let's talk about the Ace of Pentacles now. The universe says they really want this. No matter what they might say, no matter how they might distract themselves, you are the Ace of Pentacles. Okay? Your connection is the Ace of Pentacles. There's somebody here under this energy, though, very defensive about that. Very offensive. Offended by their own actions, so they don't want to face it. You know, very strange. But like I said, it might be best to just let shit play out on their side while this energy is here, while this transit is happening. All right? It might be best. Just saying. But if you do hear from this person, try not to get offended. This is, they're going to say shit they can't take back. Yeah, I ran from you, but, you know, I thought, you know, you're shit. So, you know, no. No need to get offended. All right, here we go. Now, they got a lot of feelings here. That Queen of Cups in the pre-shuffle was a big deal. Ace of Pentacles, why is it here? Page of Pentacles. Why is it? Ace of Pentacles, as you all know if you've been here a while, is grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. It's the slowest goddamn energy. It takes forever for this son of a bitch to show up. Forever. All right. Why? Why is it taking so long? Why are we still delayed? Why is well, because this person here doesn't know what to say to you. And again, they don't. They don't know what to say. And that, unfortunately, in this energy feedbacks as frustration and anger and just a bad student. You know, you look at this. I mean, I don't mean to judge the picture, but it is just a picture. I have to judge the energy coming off of it. I wouldn't, if I was a teacher and this student walked in my room with her pants half down and a black hoodie on, I wouldn't think, oh, future valedictorian. I'm not thinking that. Okay? I'm not. So at the end of the day, you know, they're just slow to learn the lessons in life. They might be a person who learns lessons the hard way. They're one of those people that has to learn the hard way. They're about to, with this final outcome and these words they can't take back. What's on top? Seven of Cups. Yeah, they're looking at it's a distraction energy. They're looking at anything that they can tell themselves to distract themselves from this truth that this King of Swords, which is that they really want you. They're obsessed. There's an obsession here. There always is. And don't come at me and go, my person's been long gone a while. These are deep soul connections. You don't know if somebody's dreaming. I know if somebody's dreaming about you. I can tell you they are. I told you, I shared with you another layer of energy that's there, right? Somebody's trying to distract themselves. Somebody's trying, you know, desperately to not have to do. To not have to pick the red one. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Death card. You got to be kidding me. Oh, wow. The universe here is pretty convinced. This, again, this is read with the distracting themselves. The universe here is pretty convinced that they can't distract themselves from you. So it's just backing up what I said. This ties to the soul energy, of course, which was death crossed by death. The more they try to avoid the issue, the stronger the issue gets, and the more shit that comes out of their mouth in the 3D because of it. It's all sort of a feedback loop that feeds itself. Okay? So, what's going on here? Final outcome. Five of Pentacles. Somebody definitely, because of words that they can't take back, leaving themselves out in the cold. I don't necessarily think with you, like I said. I don't really pick up a lot of direct communication between you and this person during this transit. I don't. It's possible, but the way the reading flows, it just says this. So in that case, it does work to your advantage. It'd be ideal to hear from them after this transit, and if your person's married or in a relationship, they're about to talk their way right out of it. So, you know, it's not bad. That's about as much as I could sugarcoat it. All right. Just keep in mind for yourselves that you're going to get offended easily, and you might offend others easily. Okay? Especially that one. So watch what you say a little bit. Okay? While this transit's going on, be careful. People are a little touchy. Five of Pentacles. Why is it here? I swear, I should just name this reading Endless Shuffling. What the hell? All right. Endless Shuffle. Fucking hell. It's crossed by the Hermit. What's fueling that? The Four of Cups. I had to do that. Because what I was going to say is the same thing I said with Justice crossing over here. They feel like these things that they're saying that they can't take back are just. They do. And they feel like it's from the soul. It's not. They think they're driving their car, which is the soul in that analogy. Car's in the shop being rebuilt. It's not. Unfortunately, the brain is running the show. And that's why we have the devil here. The devil lives in the brain. It does not live in the soul. Devil energy cannot get in there. It's too low vibration. It can't. It only infects the brain when the heart chakra is shut down and the soul energy can't come up and short it out, basically. You know, a serial killer is just somebody whose heart chakra is shut down and they've been walking around in their brain for a long time. It's just the same reason, same way in real life. If somebody lives alone too long and just lives in a small room and has everything delivered for years and years and years, they become a disassociative narcissist, right? Because there's nobody to disagree with them and how great they are and how awesome they are. There's nobody to disagree. And it forms sort of a devil energy. The goat will tell you all sorts of things. You're awesome. Man, you're terrific. Man. Even though you live alone in a little room, you're great. You know, yeah. And if there's nothing to compare it to, yeah, everybody's great. Somebody here about to be greatly disappointed. Four of Cups fueling that Hermit. Oops, I left myself out in the cold. I thought it was the soul. It's not, motherfucker. All right. They're not lucky enough to be here getting this energy read. You are. Remember what I said, because you will offend somebody. I'm going to remember it in my readings. I'm going to be very careful. All right? I'm going to be very careful because I will. You know, I say the darndest thing. Some people get real touchy. You even mention the word nipple, people freak out. You know, a couple of people do. Some people do. What the hell? Relax. All right? Cool. Be cool. It's all fine. What's on top? Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's a chance. I told you. I said, because this Two of Cups is here, we wanted to see what fell here. It's an impulsive thing. There's a snowball's chance in hell. They just make a snap decision and show up, and two soulmates come together. Oh God, I hope you remember this reading when that happens. Okay, I hope you do. Try to center yourself. Or it might inadvertently kill any chance you have with this energy. Just because you get offended by what they say, and then it turns into a fight, and then it escalates, it goes crazy. Right? A lot of it is through misunderstanding. It's just easy to have misunderstandings in this energy. Take something someone says the wrong way. Okay? Why is the Knight of Wands here? The Knight of Swords. It's a feedback loop. It's exactly what I said. That's the Knight of Swords. These are read with these. The Knight of Swords. Because somebody's just not thinking about what they're saying, and the words that they're saying bring great change. You know, they really do. Again, somebody's words are leaving them out in the cold. There's a chance that and a lot of it is just spontaneous off the cuff, but they feel like it's from the soul. But it ends in disappointment. Great disappointment. All right, so remember what I said for yourself. If you'll let them play out on their side. Fuck them. If they're married and it's a toxic relationship and you're hoping to God they get out of it, well, they're probably bound to say some things that will run at the mouth and make them get out of it. Absolutely. Because they're going to feel trapped and disempowered and very sensitive. Feminine energies are running high. It makes us very sensitive. And again, your connection is there and eating at them. And again, they're going to say things that they can't take back. And that's all this says. If there is a communication with this person, if you do have it, there's a potential that it goes horribly wrong because of things that they just blurt out. Know that in advance. All right? Laugh it off a little bit. All right? Be the higher vibrational person. You're a lot more used. Most of you here are the DF side. Okay? That's what my channel attracts. Most of you are used to dealing with emotions. You're much better with it than they are. They're not used to it. Okay? So that's all. They just don't know how to handle it. So let's unreal. Unbelievable. Let's pull 3 more cards from the universe. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. 3 cards and a crossing card from the bottom. See what else it wants to tell you. It's complicated reading. It's complicated energy. I've tried to home spin it for you. It's far more complicated than how I've explained it. But how I've explained it is all you really need to understand about it. Okay? That's all. That's all you need to know. But pay attention to my recent energy weather update. There's a healing energy, and you see it here with Death We're Crossing Death in their soul. It shows up. There's a healing energy that's underneath all of this. And it's very powerful. It brings a great deal of transformation in all of us. We just gotta kind of on the surface get past this I'm easily offended and blah 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 this and sensitive and all that kind of stuff. It's fine. It's all because Mercury feels disempowered in Pisces. That's all. It gets a little defensive. Okay. In one aspect of it. That aspect I will point out for those who misunderstand, because misunderstandings are likely in this energy, is not always what happens when Mercury is transiting Pisces. It depends on the surrounding energies, what aspect of it shines through. Most times, in recent years, when Mercury has transited Pisces, it's been more about the intuition. It's been more about the creative side of it. Okay? This just happens to be what's happening right now. We're in a very powerful part of the soulmate cycle. We're going through a lot of transitions, a lot of changes. People are changing their minds, changing their point of view. You see it on the news, right? People are changing their minds and point of view, and it's happening in the soulmate cycle too. It is. So what else does the universe want to tell you? I've done a lot of talking. Page of Swords, King of Cups, 7 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. Regardless of the, I'm just going to paraphrase this for you. This is a message for you about energy attached to you. All right? During this transit of Mercury and Pisces, it may seem like no one's ever going to come out of the shadows. No one's ever going to stop spying. No one's ever going to make a decision. No one's ever going to come tell me that their feelings for me. Right? You heard the tone in my voice, right? No one's ever going to this, and no one's ever going to that, and no one, I'm just going to be disappointed. That's part of the sensitivity of this energy. All right? You know it in advance. You can shut it down. Again, like anything, any devil type energy or any sort of that devil type energy that's been around a little bit lately, if you question it with logic, your logic in this case is, oh, I remember Steve said that. I remember Steve's reading. All right? So trust me. Somebody will. You have an energy attached to you that's very disappointed in themselves for not sharing how they feel. And they feel stupid as fuck for just being a spying kind of energy. You make them feel small. In this energy, they're going to be very defensive about that. But that defensiveness may work to your advantage as it reflects as frustration back in their current life, in their real life right now, where apparently they're saying a lot of shit that they can't take back. All right, so don't you get in this gloom and doom energy here. Okay, that's your reading. If you want the extended, the link is in the description. I definitely want. I love pulling this type of energy. I'm gonna pull a bunch of side reads on the transformation, on the healing, on the death energy, on the devil. Oh, we're gonna go to town on the devil. It's in your energy. It's in your connection. It's eating at them, gnawing at them. All right, and we'll pull anything else I feel like pulling on their side if they're married, all that kind of shit. All right, and we'll do a pyramid and supercharge this reading a bit. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want the extended, the link is in the description. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.